And we're live. Welcome everybody to our Mom Freedompreneurs Hangout. And we have already right now, we've got Greta and Gabrielle and Michelle, and I'm Valerie Jampolsky, and Sarita will be coming. And today's topic, we're going to be talking about the importance of setting, well, we're going to see, we might get to that. It was, because that was how the importance of setting boundaries in our business, in our life, and 4 secrets to really tap your best instantly, powerfully. And then I'm actually ending with a very, very powerful exercise. So you might want to take out your notebooks and everything. Welcome everybody to our That might be my page issue. Hang on 1 second here. Hangout. There we go. I stopped the double sound going on here. All right, guys. Just a second, and welcome, Bashan. Okay, I'm going to find my page because I got to get back. Here we go. I'm back. We had the double sounds going on. And my goodness, we got so many people here today. So everybody, let's just go quickly across the panel. Say hi for those of you that are like anybody that's new, that don't recognize all the faces. I'm just quickly me and Valerie Jampolsky. I'm a single mom of twin 4-year-olds, and I do what I do in business so I can be at home with my kids. I used to be a professional, used to be a full-time attorney, and did not want my kids raised by nannies. Just did not want that, and wanted to be able to do what I do and really help people get their messages out to the world. Something very, very powerful, deeply powerful in their lives, and have a powerful living and live life the way I live life on their own terms. That's me. Let's quickly go down the line here. I'm just looking at on my screen. I don't know how it's showing up on your screen. We're going to go to Gabrielle next. I'm going to just do a quick introduction of yourself.
Hey, Gabrielle here. So yeah, I had my first week last week with these awesome women, and yeah, so you might have saw me then. If not, I have 2 little children, 3.5 and 18 months. And I've been telling everyone he's 19 months, and that's probably really quite small, but I felt so terrible when I figured it out. And I was like, oh no, I don't even know how old my son is. But anyway, this is me, and yeah, I'm really excited to be here. And yeah, I've got my notebook and pen ready, like I hope you have too, because this is going to be really awesome stuff.
All right, thank you. For those of you, if you get a chance, you need to watch last week with Gabrielle Shedd. Was wonderful. And by the way, we're all international here. We've got Canada, we've got the U.S., we've got Australia. We're all over the place. This is truly an international hangout, which is so cool. Greta, you're up next.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I usually try and mute myself out because it gets a little crazy around here. I am a busy mama of 6, and this is one of my handsome boys here. I've got 5 boys and 1 girl, and this is Ethan.
Hi.
Yeah. And yeah, so I basically I work from home, and obviously that's what I do, and it's something that I've always known that I wanted to do, and maybe you feel that way as well, and you just didn't know how you were going to do it. And you know, and it's funny when you want something so bad for yourself, and you're like, you just know without a doubt, you just don't even care about the how, because you know it's so set in your mind, your heart, your soul, and everything. It just the how just shows up, and that's exactly what happened, and that's why I'm here right now with you. So yeah, I'm like, I mean, there's no way. No matter what, I always knew I was going to do whatever it took to be at home with my kids and homeschool my kids and all that good stuff. So that's what we do here and on Vancouver Island in BC, Canada. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Love it. Oh, and I forgot to say, I'm here in Los Angeles, originally from up in Vancouver as well myself. Well, actually, Edmonton, and all my family's in Vancouver, but yes. Now we're moving along, and we've got here Michelle. Michelle Anderson, you're up next. Oh, Michelle? Okay.
I just saw a little message from Michelle. I think she's having trouble with her mic, and she can't hear us either, so she's trying to sort that out.
Okay, interrupt us when you get back in, Michelle. Interrupt us when you get back in. And now we are hopping over to Renee. Renee, you're next. Oh, can't hear you, hon. Maybe unmute. Nope, still no sound, sweetie. Sorry. Yeah, there might be a little microphone up on your screen. If you just click on it, you can unmute yourself. Okay, keep working on it. Same thing. Hop out as soon as you think every so often when you think you have sound, then hop out. Hop out. I really hope because I really have to be able to hear you. Okay, now we're moving over to Vashon. Hello, Vashon. For everybody that doesn't know, we're doing. Oh, I still can't hear you either, hon. No sound.
I'm unmuting. Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you. Now I can hear you. Cool.
All right. I'm Vashon Borich, and I actually just got back last night from a trip to Houston, but right now I'm in Branson, Missouri, which is my home, and I am so lazy from my trip that I'm actually working from bed today, so yeah, we love our job. So, yeah, pardon the informality today, but I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to be who I am today. I'm going to work from my bed and just enjoy life as a work-at-home mom, and I don't know, I just feel really productive all of a sudden from my bed, so you got to love that.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to being on the Hangout with you guys, and it's so neat to see so many faces today.
Cool. Yay. And I hope Sarita is on her way, and Renee is working on her sound, and Michelle, same thing. So you guys just pop out as soon as you feel like you've got it there. So Vashon, you just hopped in. We have the topic. Sarita came up with part, and the rest of us all came up with. Sarita's came up with a part of the value of boundaries in business, and I'm going to be sharing. I've got four secrets, 4 tips of how you can really tap the power from your power within in an instant. Some very powerful things that we can do. So I would start by getting into a couple of them, and then if you hop in, and we'll do, like, if you have other ones to pop in. I've got 4 and then a powerful exercise at the end, and when Sarita gets in, we might just do this in whatever order that comes out of us is what is meant to be for everybody to hear. All I can say is be ready, take notes, and here we go. I'm gonna unless Vashon, do you have one that right off the top of your head that you wanted to share since we're on you already, as far as either the boundary side or tapping into power, or you want to get into it after I get started?
Yeah, go ahead and get started. I'm thinking of some things now. I want to clarify my thoughts while I listen. So
figured as much, because you've been like on the road and you're just kind of like hopping in on us this week. So, but I know you're always good with the tips. Okay, so here's the thing that I learned, and we're going to kind of do it as an exercise as well. And there's something very powerful about our physicality, and stuff can happen in our lives that can derail us from ourselves personally and can derail us from our business. It could be something that happens in our business. Maybe you've communicated with somebody and you got a negative response. Not everybody, it can happen. Whether it's someone in your business, a customer, a prospect, things happen. Everybody comes from weird places. I mean, I don't know of anybody at all ever in business that has always had a positive response from everybody, because people have their own stuff, right? And it's so easy to or something happens. Something happens with the kids, something happens personally in our lives. There's so many different things that can derail us. And this was something that I learned recently. It's a physical thing. I want everybody right now, everybody that's watching, everybody in the panel, everybody that's watching, I want you to just do something. In your chair, wherever you are, sit and slump your body over. Just slump your shoulders over, slump your body over, okay? All right, just slump everything. And just feel for a second what that is. And I hate to do this, but we're going to do this just once. And that is, I want you to feel about a negative place that you may have had recently inside, something negative, whatever it happens to be. Okay. Now I want you to sit up straight, pull your shoulders back, straighten your back, and just literally pull yourself up. pull yourself up. Now, just everybody on the panel, can you talk about the experience of what that was like? You know, hop out and talk about the experience of just that simple physical move. Anybody want to hop out?
Sure, I'll hop out.
Yeah.
I absolutely. I think your body language as a whole can really affect how you act and how you feel. And if just that little simple exercise, just by slumping, it's so easy to go into that downward spiral and to start thinking about a lot of negative things. Whereas by sitting up straight, all of a sudden, for me, you feel empowered to be, and that you are here for a reason. You have a purpose. And even though there may be some craziness going on, you're in control because you are, standing up straight and taking control of whatever is being thrown at you.
Very, 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 very. That's so cool. Before we get into anybody else's, now I want to just do it again. We're going to do it a few times and really feel the difference. Okay? And that's really, and now with Vashon's words in your head. Okay, so I want everybody to slump over. Now straighten up and pull up. Now slump over. Go into the dark place if you can. I think somebody might need to close up their window of our live feed. Okay, and pull up straight. Okay, pull up straight. There we go. Okay, now slump over. Now pull up straight. Anybody notice, was it becoming a little bit more challenging to feel down when you slumped over?
Yes, I just want to say that was crazy. All of a sudden, physically, I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, totally can hear you.
Okay, because physically, I don't know if it's my back, my tired back or not, but it actually started to hurt slumping over. And when I first slumped over, it didn't hurt. And so that's physically what I started to feel, was it actually started to hurt slumping over. And it was I could only slump over so far. Every time you told me to slump over again, I could only, it was a shorter, amount that I could actually slump over and then come back. It was my body was no, stand up, stand up, stand up, sit up straight. And yeah, and it just feels so much better to just stand up straight. And I catch myself a lot. I learned about this technique and how important it is, and actually watched a TED Talks whole speech about it, and it was so powerful. And it's so powerful that I was inspired to write a blog post about it. So that says a lot for me. I catch myself, and if I catch my reflection as I'm walking by, or in the mirror or something, and I notice that my shoulders tend to slump down a little bit, and I correct that all the time because I know how important it is and how much of a difference just that one little movement can do for yourself, and how powerful that is. If you're feeling low, take a look in the mirror and see what's going on for you physically. It's because it's physically as well as mentally and emotionally and everything. It all goes hand in hand. So thank you, and I know you have something to say about it. So.
Gabrielle, Michelle, Renee. First of all, Michelle, Renee, can either one of you say something? See if you can get some sound.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, Renee, we can hear you.
Yay!
And then we'd love to hear your experience of what we just did.
It was most certainly uplifting. I have heard this theory before about sitting up straight and your energies aligning properly. So it does make sense that when you're slumped over, you're cutting off that energy flow to your brain, I suppose. But yeah, it is definitely uplifting, just straightening your back and infusing some confidence into yourself.
Cool. And now that we have voice, you need to do a quick intro of yourself. So for those that don't, for everybody that doesn't know you yet.
Sure. My name's Renee, and I have two beautiful children. I have a daughter who's almost 3 and a son who is 9 months old. And I joined this awesome group of women because I want to provide for my family and stay home with my family. It's not very nice working in a full-time job and being away from my children for 11 hours a day. So here I am.
Well, yeah, hooray! And where? Tell everybody where you're at.
I'm in Perth, WA, and it is nearly 12:30 in the morning.
Yeah, the Australians, you ladies you're rocking it. You're like doing all these wacky hours. There's commitment for you. Michelle, can we hear you yet? Have you got the sound going?
Hi, can you hear me?
Oh, now we can hear you. All right.
I know, I've got no picture.
That's okay. At least we can hear you. We can see your face. Smile.
I can't even see you ladies now. I'm just.
But we can hear you.
Okay. At least I can hear you. So that's all good. Yay.
Yay.
Oh right. Okay, me. Sorry, I missed most of that exercise. I did the very first one, and then I was trying to work on my computers. But it is definitely more uplifting when you. After being slumped over and taking a deep breath and standing up high, I think really helps pushing that chest out, getting some nice air through in. So I think your posture is very important. And I know I have a really bad posture, and if someone pulls me up on it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I've got to stand up straight, and it does make you feel a lot better.
And it's cool. It's one of those things that you can do. I mean, anywhere. I mean, it doesn't matter where you are. If all of a sudden something hits you, like it can become almost a reflex reaction. Like if something's coming and you notice your emotions spiraling down, no matter where you are, you could be in line, you could be out, you could be in your car, you could be anywhere. It's something that you can quickly and easily do, and it can become an anchor even, like remembering this exercise, something for those who don't know what an anchor is something like a physical thing that you've got that can literally remind you of something. Like if you ever hear of a song that takes you back to whatever the time that was going on in your life when that song is, you can have, that's an anchor. You can also have what's called a physical anchor. And this could be something to physically remember, yeah, okay, and pull yourself up into a different emotional space. We're going to get into another powerful anchor in a little bit, too. If you would just quickly introduce yourself, how many kids, where you're living, for the new folks, because we couldn't get your sound earlier.
Okay, I'm Michelle. I live in Wellington, New Zealand, and I have 2 small boys, a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. So I'm a stay-at-home mum working on the business a couple of hours a day, and yeah, that's pretty much me.
Cool. And Gabrielle, what was your quick? Did we even say where you're at? Where you're living at?
Yeah, I forgot. So I've got obviously have this English accent, but I'm actually living in Australia as well. So I'm with Renee here in Perth. So yeah, 12:30 at night, and I actually had a little snooze before just to keep my energy up. But yeah, that exercise really powerful. I actually didn't want to slump down after the second one. I was just like, I don't want to go there. And yeah, I totally know when you sit up, just that alignment. I just felt, yeah, this is where I'm meant to be. And yeah, I really felt how good that was when I sat up. It was awesome. And I notice when other people are sort of upset or sad, you can see them like that. And actually just recently I was just sort of stood someone up and not even realizing, now you've said it, like I obviously did that without even realizing, and just kind of stood them up straight. And yeah, just from doing this exercise now, like I obviously had that intuition that that's what needed to be done. So yeah, really love it. Cool. Thanks, Valerie.
So that's one of it. It's a very, very simple one. I want to take us now to something else, and this is like for many of us that if there's something that we're about to do in our business, okay, it could be a hangout like this. It could be maybe you're about to speak in front of a group of people, physically in front of a group of people. It could be that you're about to call someone that's extremely important to your business, or even anything very, very personally, something something big where you really need to be at your best in that moment. This is something, and we're gonna. I think we're gonna actually do this. Hang on, I gotta set up my timer here. Okay, whoop, I'm in here. Timer. I'm gonna set it before, so you know what we're. Now for this, everybody, since now we've started into doing a lot of physical stuff, I'm gonna explain it first, and then we'll do it. Again, another exercise that you can do, and this is for powerful things to do in your business or something you know is coming up. It's not the kind of thing that you can do in the moment anywhere, which I love this sitting up thing, because that's something you can, and you can do it like 1,000 times a day if that's what's necessary. Just keep pulling yourself up. This is something to more do before something very big. And what you do is you go into a very powerful position and you hold it for 2 minutes. There's something about holding it for 2 minutes. And so it's kind of like taking what we just did and amping it up. I mean, really amping it up. I'm gonna physically show you the position. If you guys can see me. Let's see, I'm gonna move the camera way back, move myself way back. But you basically stand like this. Your arms are up like in a big V, and you plant your legs strong, and you literally stand like that for 2 minutes. It may seem odd, but there's something about it, and your focus is on really just accessing your power. This is a power stance, where you're accessing your power, your creativity, your strength, everything powerful within you. And it's a physical thing, and in your mind, that's what you're doing. And it's something to do, like I knew somebody, when they taught me this, before they came into the room and with all of us, they went into a hallway, because this was at a live event, and they went like this. And held it. You could do it before a hangout. You could do it before a conference call. You could do it before knowing that you're going to go meet someone or talk to someone, something very powerful. So, ladies, are we all game? Oh, I see you all standing. Okay, here we go. And everybody watching this, I say go for it. Go for it. Experience it. Because sitting and watching, it's kind of like you're either in the stands watching or you're on the playing field playing. There's a big difference. All right, here we go. And I've actually set a timer. It'll beep. Let me put the timer on now. Someone's going to wonder. Just stand in this position. Just hopped on. Just stand in this position. We're only doing it for 2 minutes. One more minute. And I hear crickets. 30 seconds more. 30 seconds more. Ten seconds. All right. Well, there's my beeper going off. So I would love to hear anybody's experience. Of course, it's going to be something more different. If you got a big group of people inside a room you're about to go in or something else. But anybody have an experience that they want to share with this?
I just wanted my head up as well, and I was
I don't
just
know
like,
Yeah, you could do that too.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah. I do yoga in the morning. We do the sun salutation. It was kind of like, I just loved that when I reached back, and I've never kind of stood there for 2 minutes, so I'm going to try that tomorrow morning. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's when you've got like the butterflies before doing something, like, you know, right now we're all kind of calm and sitting here, but it's something that's extremely powerful, especially like, you know, have anybody of you ever spoken in front of a big group of people, or you knew you were about to get on a hangout that was going to have like thousands of people on it or something? I think, Rashawn, you have. I know you've gotten on hangouts in front of a lot of people as well, and it can handle the butterflies and pull you into the power place within. So it's another tool, another thing that can work. And at this point, I'm going to hop out. Rashawn, is anything coming to you, or I'll just keep going?
Well, sure. I mean, definitely. I think these are awesome exercises. I love the V pose, and I had to kind of hide the camera because my room's a mess, and I'm kind of a neat freak. So, anyhow, but absolutely, it was good. I really felt that energy, and you know, one of the things that I like to do is before I know I'm going to be on a call, or if I'm going to be on stage, and I've actually been on stages before. The largest I've ever been in front of was 3,500 people. And yeah, you get those butterflies in your stomach, and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to be in front of all these people. So, you know, how do you get, like, sometimes I admit when I've had to go in front of people, I haven't had a good day before that. I've had a lot of things, challenges that have happened, or stress that's happened. You know, how do you get rid of that stress, or that depression, or whatever is going on? One of the things that's really helped me, and I learned this from a mentor of mine, is she said it's so easy for us in our minds to replay over and over again the negative things that people have said to us, or that we felt in a situation. And when you feel those things, it's, you know, like I said earlier, it's a downward spiral. So what she suggested I do, and I still do this to this day, is write on the back of a little, like, business card, a white or a piece of paper that can fit into your wallet. Write down as many things. You have to write it small or type it up. I typed mine. Type up as many positive things that you have heard from people as you can. And, you know, you do it ahead of time, write as many as you can, and then I suggest, at least for me, I typed it up, printed it out so that it's business card size, and it has all these positive, influential things that somebody has told me or complimented me on that really made me feel good and to feel powerful. And before I would go in front of these people, in order to get rid of my butterflies, I would take out that card. And a lot of people thought I was studying my speech. Not at all. I was actually reading all of the positive things that I had heard, and that really just built me up and made me feel powerful and strong, and, you know, just to have no fear. And as I read through them, I got that smile and that warm feeling, and I said, you know what? I don't care if anyone thinks I look funny on stage. It doesn't matter anymore, because I know that these people who gave me these positive comments believed in me. And I take that feeling with me, and then I would get on the stage or get on the call, and I feel like the person I'm supposed to be. And I hope that that's a little tip that you can take, and it might just help you. And sometimes it's hard at first to think of the good stuff, but the more you do it and the more you practice taking in good things, the easier it becomes, and you can literally put yourself back into that feeling, like anchoring, like Valerie said. It anchors you into a real good place that you can always go back to. You can always go there, and you have to have that. And somebody also once told me that it takes 5 positives to overcome 1 negative. So for every single negative remark that comes into your life, and think about this as mothers too, you know, I know sometimes we all get stressed out, and we may say something that isn't uplifting to our children. Think about that. one negative is going to bring them down, or your spouse. It's going to bring them down, and it's going to take 5 positive actions or positive words in order to build them back up. So my little son actually brought something home from school. It's called Filling Your Bucket, and it's a bunch of little cards or pieces of paper, and every time that he thinks of something positive, he hands me this and says, here, you helped fill my bucket. Like if I've said something to him, you've helped fill my bucket. And I thought that was really cool, is that, you know, he's trying to see positive things already at his school, and so he hands out these cards to people who help fill his bucket. And so I encourage you today, not just, you know, on this call with all these great women and at home, anybody who's watching, you know, try to go out there and fill other people's buckets. Remember 5 things, if you can. Try to make 5 good compliments, and not just about what they're wearing or how they're wearing their hair. And obviously, I'm just grubbed out today. But what you want to look for is something positive that they possess internally. Something maybe that they've done, something they've said, something that's going to stay with them forever. You know, think about this and really seek that out in others, and seek that out in your children when they're doing something that you're not pleased with. Find the one positive thing that they're doing and compliment them on that, and see what happens. Because you'll find that the more that you can find positives in others, the more that they seem to do more positive things, and the more you seem to feel more positive and uplifting and powerful, and it just builds. It's like a snowball, and it makes your life that much better. So that's my tip for the day, Valerie and the rest of you.
That's
a great one.
That's
Who's going to go out there and do that today as soon as they hop on this hangout?
That was just brilliant.
That is great. That is great. I love that. I love that. That's very, very cool. And something else just came to my mind. It was something, and I haven't mentioned this much, but I'll get into it. With my kids, I had to use fertility to have my children. I'm going to be very open about it, because 1 in 6 couples struggle with fertility issues, and there's a lot of shame and stuff around it, which is I'm determined to be very open. So I was in a fertility support group, and one of the things, because it can be extremely stressful. Just to give you examples, one of the most stressful things you can go through is attempting to have a child and having difficulties with it. And it can be secondary fertility. The first one comes like that. The second one takes some time, or the third, or whatever. And one of the things they had us do, and it just came to my mind, was something called News and Goods. And at the end of the day, you were to talk to your partner and talk about what were the news and goods of the day. What were the news and goods? So the result of that was that all throughout the day, it made me focus. And I'm a single mom, so I didn't have a partner, so I actually did this with my mom. So somebody significant in your life. And it was, what were the news and goods? Like, what was the positive things that happened during the day? What were the positive things that happened? And it ultimately resulted in me focusing on it, because I knew at the end of the day I was going to talk about news and goods, and it framed my brain around the positive. It started me focusing and bringing me. So thank you, Vashon. You reminded me of that. I totally forgot that I did, because it was one of the most powerful things to pull out of stress mode, because it was so easy to look at, well, what happened with this piece of the medical part of whatever I was going through in the fertility journey, which can be a very intense journey of anybody that's ever gone through it. And it can be for anything in our business, in our lives, personal, to have that focus on the news and goods. But I love having that as the focus of creating that as 5 things on, to give to someone else, and I'm going to add the 5 things to acknowledge it within ourselves. That's so cool, and thank you for reminding me of that as well. I just wanted to say it before I forgot it, because things will come in my brain and go whoosh out the other end. So cool. Anybody else? Anybody else before I hop on to the next exercise?
Yes. Usually when I am having a negative moment, I just chuck on some music, something generally uplifting. I find it just vibrates me right out of the funk I'm in, and instantly uplifts me. So that's one of my go-to methods that I use to start thinking positively and to get myself in a better frame of mind.
Cool. You have anchoring music. It's very, very cool. Very, very, very cool. And for those if we're ever not around and the music isn't around us, if we know the song really well, maybe we can even think of it. Like if you're not in a position to actually play it, if you have a song that does that for you to like have it like think it in your head, then it might be stuck in your head for a while, but that's okay. All right. Anybody else? Otherwise, I'm gonna hop on to the next part. We get noisier by the second, by the way. All of this leads to getting noisier and noisier. I started with the quiet, moving into the noisier. Okay, cool. So now those, I'm sure, I know a lot of the ladies in the panel have learned this because we did it with a very we've done it in the past with a very specific movement. But there's a thing called also physical anchoring of movement. Something that's a power movement, and it's something that often changes. It's like basically you have a movement that like I have, we have the thing that we sit up straight. There's something that can be even more powerful that that you can use a lot of different things. Like things are going to work differently for you at different times. It's like having all these tools in your tool belt, all the stuff that Bashan said, the stuff that Renee said. I mean, we're like throwing a whole bunch of stuff at you, and you find what sticks for you, what works for you. So we're throwing out a whole bunch of them, and maybe different ones will work better for you at different times, but you'll have like this whole tool belt of stuff, okay? So this one is all about having a physical movement with a sound that anchors you. That anchors you into that positive, very powerful state. And again, you can use it before speaking. You can use it anywhere, frankly, and it will adjust over time. And the first time you do it, you might do it and say, oh no, that wasn't really it. And you keep playing with it, and then eventually you'll find your sound. You'll find your move. You'll find your move, and you'll find your sound of what works for you. I'm going to demonstrate mine. And I'll be honest, it's in flux. It keeps kind of changing. Every time I start moving, it keeps trying to change, but at least I have a place and a movement of it to go to. And then for those of you that might have your move, we'll share it. And then we'll have everybody, if you know what your move is, and then we're going to get up and everybody at the exact same time, what we're going to do is we will just do a move, like just anything, and we'll do it like a few times just to try to drill into a possible move for you, but it's a process. It's a process. So I'm gonna show mine. You know what it is currently. Let's put it that way. Here's what it is currently. Just a sec. Woo! That's mine. Yeah, it's like woo. So and it could be not as much sound for you. It could be something like anything like that. So does anybody else happen to have a move that they use because I know some of you. Does anybody have a move that they currently use, or do you want to just hop into the exercise together? Anyone?
I kind of sneak in some stretching at the moment.
Okay,
you want stretching as a movement.
You want to get up and show it like your power stretch. It's like so if you're in the middle of something, it would immediately yank you into another space.
It's I just immediately lift my hands above my head like this, and I stretch my arms as far as they can go, and I usually have a little groan or something like that.
Yeah, cool. And like that.
I like that one, Renee.
Yeah.
I have to remember to breath.
Anybody else?
I seem to stand up.
You at home, or wherever you're watching us, hop up. Everybody stand up. Play along. Again, you can be in the bleachers. You can be. The ones playing the game are the ones that have the experience. So what we're going to do is, on the count of 3, we're going to go into our move. Everybody simultaneously, whatever the heck that is for you, and allow yourself to change. Mine might change too. I don't know. So, all right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! 1, 2, 3. And it might seem weird, it might seem silly, whatever. It could be something even with this, not even such a big noise. Whatever is a powerful move for you. So that's a process. You kind of practice it and stuff. And the last thing that I'm gonna take us through here is, now when we did this, when I did this, we first started doing it just standing, repeating what I'm going to say something and you repeat it after me. And then what we did, we can't do this here because we're not together physically, but we literally walked around the room and we followed each other. So we're going to do it we're going to do it standing still. And then I want to imagine we're just going to go like this, as if you're walking, but you're not. You're just like kind of going like this, so like marching in place. But I want you to imagine that there's somebody in front of you and there's somebody behind you as you're walking. Okay, there's somebody right in front of you and there's somebody right behind you as you're walking. And the words, the consciousness of the fact that there's someone in front of you and someone behind you is going to be very powerful when we get into what these words are. You'll understand why. Well, but first let's just stand still. We're going to say it, and then we'll go into the walking thing with the stuff inside our heads. And I'm going to suggest, this is up to you, depending where you are right now, but I'm going to suggest that if you're watching this somewhere where you don't feel like you can be really loud, do it with as much power as you can without like scaring everybody around you if you're in a coffee shop or something. But maybe you might want to watch the replay so that you can do this and play full out. Okay? I mean, we're talking your full sound, your full voice, whatever you can possibly muster from within, because the depths of where you will get what you put into this. Basically, you will get what you put into this. You will get what you put into this. Putting my eyes in here. I'm going to back up a little bit here. Okay. What's in front of me? Okay, so I'll say it out loud, and then repeat after me. Okay. I am the voice.
I am the voice.
Okay. I am the leader.
I am the leader.
I lead, not follow.
I lead, not follow.
I am love.
I am love.
I am faith.
I am faith.
I spread positive.
I spread positive.
I create value wherever I go.
I create value wherever I go. I didn't hear that one.
I am the leader.
I am the leader.
Step up.
Step up.
Step up.
Step up.
Step up.
Step up.
Woo!
All right. Now you're going to see. Okay, so now we're going to do this, and I want you to walk, like stamping in place. And imagine there's someone in front of you, and there's someone behind you, and you're moving, and there's people in front of you, and you're moving. Someone right in front of you, someone right behind you. Okay? I am the voice.
I am the voice.
I am the leader.
I am the leader.
I lead, not follow.
I lead, not follow.
I am love.
I am love.
I am faith.
I am faith.
I am the leader.
I am the leader.
Step up.
Step up.
Step up.
Have faith.
Faith.
Make your move. Woo!
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 One more time. I am the voice.
I am the voice.
I am the leader.
I am the leader.
I lead, not follow.
I lead, not follow.
I am love.
I am love.
I am faith.
I am faith.
I create value everywhere I go.
I create value everywhere I go.
Step up.
Step up.
Step up.
Step up.
Step up.
Step up.
Make your move. Woo!
Woo!
Anybody want to do it? Anybody want to do it? Greta.
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
It's okay. It's okay. I was just saying, if anybody wanted to jump in and do this, actually lead it.
Oh, I don't know if I can remember all of it, but I love it. I'm having so much fun.
All right. Well,
I am the leader.
I am the leader.
I am the leader.
Is it okay if I just say?
Make it up.
I am love.
I am love.
I am faith.
I am faith.
I am faith.
I am strong.
I am strong.
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I am valued.
I am powerful.
I am
I am
worthy.
value.
Worthy.
I am worthy.
I am abundance.
I am abundance.
I am abundant.
I give love wherever I go.
I give love wherever I
I give
go.
love wherever I go.
I am passion.
I am passion.
I am passion.
All right.
I want everybody to just really, really just feel this the power that is surging through your body right now, and I want you to just give it all you've got. Just let go of any care, any worry about what anybody's gonna think, and just let it out. Just let it out. Woo! Woo! Feel that power. Woo!
Awesome. Awesome.
All right. Hooray!
Sorry, I'm gonna start freaking out here.
Yeah, that's so
I
cool.
really wanted to shout, but I couldn't fake all the kids.
Back and you get a chance to do this. We can actually get a chance to do this when you can make the sound. You can go back and do it. Yeah, it was, when I did it, it was very powerful because everybody just spontaneously around the room just started going, I am the voice, I am the leader. Like we just, and when I did it, when I jumped in, somebody else's exercise, it was a very powerful feeling, and just that visual of having that someone in front of you, someone behind me, and taking on the space of I am the leader, even though there was someone physically in front of me and someone physically behind me. Anybody else want to talk about their experience of doing that? I don't know if we can hear if we lost everybody. I can see faces. Some people are frozen out.
I just can't wait to do it during the day so I can make lots of noise. And I'm going to get Sharon behind me.
Really late at night for you guys. Really late at night for you guys. Yeah. Whatever you want to say.
I did just have a child wake up, so.
Sorry. We'll do it another time when it's okay to have the noise. Like I've had the guy that taught this to me. He does it with his kids. He actually does this exercise with his kids, and they'll do it, and they'll all be yelling, going, "I am the voice. I am the leader.
Yeah,
Box.
that's awesome.
Make your move. Woo!
I do that with my kids too, and I use. I have a book, my go-to book of affirmations, positive affirmations and stuff, and I'll do that with my kids as well, and it helps so much. And it's funny because when I hop off of these Hangouts, if any of you have been here with us on our Mom Freedompreneur Hangouts before, you know that Valerie comes out with these awesome exercises. And it's funny because every time I hop off and I go back out, to the kids, they're always like, I was just doing that with you. So they get all excited. They love it. So yeah, it's so powerful to that was always something I wanted to do with my kids, just have like these set routines that we do to just like really live it, not just say it, but experience it together and meditate together and do yoga together and do these positive affirmations together and just it's amazing to feel the power, like from what you just felt right now, just how you felt it within yourself, and to be able to share it with your family and with your children, with others, like how powerful that energy is. To gain that energy together is just amazing.
Yeah, very, very cool. So I'm gonna suggest for everyone that do this, and you're the one leading it. You can go along with us, but then at some point stop the recording. Stop the recording, and then you lead it. And notice I just said, Greta, just pull it up out of your life, right? It doesn't have to be exactly. It doesn't have to be exactly what it is. I mean, you can. It's a starting point. Pull it up from within, and then and then you are the leader. You are the voice. You are, and you'll experience something different. Just as a suggestion, as an exercise for you, and we'd love to hear your experience back if you comment with us below. So, anybody else? Anyone have any comments? Any experience? Anybody look on the page? I'm not sure if we've got because we started a little bit late to see what's there. And after the fact, we will be looking. If you're watching this in the recording later, we will definitely look at your comment after the fact. So please leave them even if you're watching it as a recording. Time and space. We are all connected. Anyone? Nope. Okay. Cool. All right. So for those of you that want to connect with us, to do what it is that we do, there is a button below. Click on it. And you can trial out the system, learn what it is that we do. It's $7. Not gonna there's absolutely there's no issues because it's a trial. You can always decide what you want to do, but we're here. You can connect with us on the inside and be connecting with us all the time and everything that we do, and a lot of where we get this stuff from. And we will all see you next week. Welcome, welcome. Have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, wonderful afternoon, wherever you are on the planet.